Hi everyone. Today's video isn't obviously a gaming video. You can probably tell by the title and description. Um, I don't know. I wanted to take a moment to kind of reflect on a lot of things. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you. Creating content on YouTube and kind of streaming here and there has actually been fun again. Um, for those of you who watch me across everywhere, you kind of see that I do all these project things on the third channel, and I'll live stream from time to time with friends on the second channel with the VODs or on Twitch. Um, a lot of right now this month is kind of harrowing for me, and the day has passed, so I'm doing fine now. If you've watched me for a long time, you know that on the 23rd of this month, which is yesterday, there was something really, I guess inhumane is the word I'll use for right now. Something inhumane that happened a while ago. I talked about it in a video previously once, I'm not going to address it again. Um, and if you know me privately, you know. Um, and my mental has not been in the greatest place. I have been trying to kind of do better and tackle a lot of things. Because, life never gives you one thing at a time. It's always a million and one things. Um, and I'm being big here for somewhat of my own privacy, but also just to not name people in certain things. Um, I don't know. Right now, there's a really big opportunity that I've been handed, and um, that's really awesome. I think I'm really stressed because if it gets successful, things could be really good. Um, but I might be giving up on some things now, and that's always kind of stressful when you change things and um, things are different from what you're doing right now. It's never really like a, oh, okay, this is awesome entirely. It's always a give and take. And that's really cool. In about an hour or so, I leave to go to a job interview, which is the first time I've gotten one out of the, I don't know, hundreds of applications I've sent in, and I'm really happy. And I know it's like, oh, you don't have the job yet. Why are you happy? But I'm happy at least that I've been considered for once. I've been applying for shit, I don't know how many years at this point. Um, so it's nice to at least be thought of in a certain sense. Um, and I don't know. My self-worth has been in the gutter. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. I've um thought about if it being institutionalized was needed. But alas, I don't really have the money to go into debt for that. Um, let alone my insurance does not cover that. um, so I don't know. I I'll just get to the fucking point. Sorry. I'm really bad with talking about things. Even like to really close friends of mine, it's still really hard. Um, June 16th of last year, um, I came really, really, really close to making a serious attempt on my life. Um, I have felt worthless, alone, isolated. I've felt useless. I've felt just really bad overall, I think, the past couple years. Um, really, like, since um, ugh, I guess since I've started streaming Mabby. I mean, probably the worst way to explain that, but yeah, I mean, I had the stroke, and then just everything one after another kept piling, and I just became exhausted. Um, I lost two friends of mine to suicide during that time period, and that has tremendously affected my outlook on life and generally how I am kind of perceiving things and that sort of thing. I've seen the effects of how it affects other people. Not that this is the first time that that's happened to me, but this is the first time I've seen it happen to me and where other people also knew that person. Um, and people move on, life goes on. It doesn't stop, for breathing and all that. And it's just been really difficult. I don't know. I had someone in my life who lied to me about some very, very serious allegations regarding an ex of mine. If you know, you know. But something that I've been trying to kind of cope with is just that none of that was real, and that was kind of the catalyst for me getting ready to just take my own life, was something that apparently was supposedly how someone else felt, and I could not live with myself knowing that fact. Is just given that that was what was being accused of that I had done to someone, and supposedly this information was coming from someone that I trusted with my whole heart, someone that I would say was probably the person I was closest to at the time, and I just couldn't take it. I don't know. I don't know how you can say that to someone who's been raped before and just expect them to just not, have their whole world fucking shattered. I don't know. I eventually reached out to that person and everything's okay now. None of it was true. That friend just lied for some reason. I asked them why, and the reason wasn't really a great reason. It was something stupid. I would have even accepted if the reason was because we were fighting and they were hoping I'd talk to that old friend so that they could smooth things over for the both of us. I would have accepted that as an answer. Not the right one, but nonetheless, it's just awful. I I don't know. Now that all the noise and all of the like nonsense, all the nasty people are out of my life, it's really quiet. And I think a lot of people don't tell you about the quiet, that part of recovery where everything is good. You kind of don't see it that way and you're kind of still on high alert because you're still functioning in survival mode. And you really try to kind of look at everything with this like positive perspective, but you just can't see that because it's just not how you've lived for so long. And feel like you're going crazy, and then when a bunch of good things are happening, you just feel like it's not true. It's not for you, it's not yours, you're not meant to have this. This is just another lie. So, thank you for being a reason to wake up in the morning. Um I do read all the comments on videos, even the mean ones, but most of them still make me laugh. Um, it's nice to see though. I appreciate, everyone, even if you just like the video, or you're watching it at home or watching it in the background. I appreciate it. Um, it's been kind of a motivator to help me just keep going and keep trying to just exist. I don't know. I I quit working years ago because I needed to protect my health. Because I was probably going to end up, you know, dead before I hit my 30s if I stayed with that job, with my mental and HR never taking me seriously and all this and that. But, here we are. I wish I stayed. And, that's probably not the right thing to think about. Um, because the economy fucking sucks. But I'm grateful that at the very least, even if I'm still just floating by, I'm sure there's something that will come along and I'm sure life will figure itself out. Um, I may not fully believe that when I say that, but I hope one day that I can. And because of you, I feel like I get a little bit closer to that every day. So thank you. Thank you for listening to me ramble for about 10 minutes or so of your time. Um, I'm hoping that when the new stuff starts, I won't be too busy to still upload daily on the channel and do a bunch of other things. Because this is my escape from everything. Um, yeah, that'll be all. Thank you again. I hope today is a wonderful day. Goodbye.